The love messages are, don't leave me in the dark. This person feels like you're leaving them in the dark. Since you done set these boundaries up, they don't know what's going on with you. You could be silent towards this person. You're leaving this person in the dark because they caused a lot of red flags, a lot of stress, a lot of heartbreak. So you're closed off to them. They were lying to you on who they were seeing, who they were sleeping with, who they were just dealing with, period. So when this person was hooking up with these sneaky links, they were keeping you in the dark. But since you're being the same way to them, they in their feelings about it. It's a guilty conscience that this person has because since you're keeping them in the dark and they don't know what's going on with you, they feel like you're hooking up with other people. And the reason why I'm saying it's a guilty conscience is because I feel like you're not doing that. This is what they were doing. And they still have sneaky links. And they want to bring you a love offer to you. But since you're being silent towards them, and they don't really know that you're actually seeing someone else or not, these are just assumptions that this person is assuming about you. Since they're the type to have these sneaky links and these hookups, they automatically assume that you're doing the same thing. And I doubt that you are. But that makes them feel like they don't really know for sure if they should offer you this new beginning because they don't know what you're doing or who you seeing, who you kicking it with, who you feeling. When you set these boundaries up, you wanted to keep this person in the dark because of all the destruction that they were causing to your mental, to this relationship. Since you've been leaving them out in the cold, they've been feeling rejected. They haven't been really feeling good about themselves when they feel this rejection from you because it's the sneaky links that they're dealing with. They think that if you wouldn't keep them in the dark so much, then you guys will be able to balance things out. But you feel like if you continue to connect with them, they're going to always have these sneaky links going on. They're always going to constantly cause these red flags in the relationship. They've been playing like they cool with you having these boundaries up with them. They're not trying to come off to you as if they're tripping about it. But deep down they are. They got a huge issue with it. Because ever since you did that, you haven't been communicating with them. It makes them feel like they're out of place with you. It doesn't make them feel good on how detached you are. And they're not used to you keeping them in the dark like this. That's another thing. This is where this uncomfortable feeling comes to play. since they don't know really how to handle how the way you're being with them, they're still involved in these toxic activities because that kind of numbs that feeling and makes them kind of forget and not be as hurt as the way they are about you leaving them in the cold. If they're using any kind of substances, it kind of numbs that coldness that they feel with you, helps them forget how you're rejecting them. Whatever toxic things this person is into, they were participating in it a lot to where it ruined this relationship. To a point, they made you feel like you were feeling rejected. You were being ignored. You wasn't being shown much love anymore. They know how much they were keeping you in the dark when you were with them, but they wanted to keep you in the dark. What kind of toxic shit they into? You left this person in the dark for a while for them to really realize that you left them. When you chose to cut this relationship off and move on, it took them a while to see that you really left. The reason why it took them a while to realize it is because they were too focused on these toxic things and they had put this relationship to the side. They were too much worried about leaving you in the dark and didn't even see you actually leaving them. They're recognizing that you're leaving them in the dark more and more. Even though this person doesn't want to be left out in the dark by you, they're still doing the same thing with you. They haven't even changed that when they saw you doing it. And they're leaving you in the dark because they're trying to keep their secrets from you. You're keeping them in the dark because you're trying to protect yourself. So even though they're telling themselves they're keeping themselves in the dark from you because you're doing it, they're lying to themselves because they've been doing this since the beginning. They're the one that wanted to play this secretive game with you. They're the one that started it. But since you're giving this person a taste of some of their medicine, they're having an issue with you about it. But you feel like that ain't your problem anymore because of all the times this person left you out in the dark. They didn't mind doing it, but they don't like it being done to them though. I'll see y'all next reading. Love and peace.